everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I've got a very special guest here with me. We have not seen each other in 20 years. We used to go to high school together. So this is Shannon.
Hi everyone.
And what we're going to do today, we're actually looking at LipSense. You might have heard of LipSense. A few people I've talked to have. I hadn't heard about LipSense before I talked to Shannon, and I'm really quite interested in the product. So I've got her here to apply it on me, and I'm going to ask questions and all of that. So let's get started.
Sure. Okay, so yes, my name's Shannon. I'm from Everlasting Colour Cosmetics, and we work with LipSense, which is probably our wow product, although we have a lot of products. This is the product that really gets the wow factor.
Yep.
It's an 18-hour, up to 18-hour lip colour.
Yep.
It is lead-free, wax-free, it's gluten-free, vegan, and it is hydrating, so it won't actually dry out your lips. Seriously.
Really?
So yeah, the colour doesn't have the hydration, but the gloss that you pop on top to seal the colour is full of shea butter and vitamin E, and it really nourishes your lips. So it is non-drying, which I think is a really big difference to a lot of the long-lasting lip wear out there. So, yeah. So it's a really awesome product. So it's made by Senjance. That's Senjance International is the name of the company. It's made in the USA, so it's made in America. But it's got quite a big following in Australia already, and it's just getting bigger. So yeah.
And how long have you been using it for?
I've been using it. I started using it probably 4 months ago. Yeah, I fell in love with it. I was a complete non-lipstick wearer.
Shannon used to be a really, she probably still is, awesome baritone sax player. And what was your nickname again? Bazza. Barry.
I wish I'd known about this then. I could have played with lipstick on.
Well, that's good.
No, there are actually trumpeters and flautists and things like that, and dancers and people in a lot of performance industries who do actually love this product for that reason. Well, that they can actually use it, while they're playing and that sort of thing.
All of you guys, all the horn players, say no, we can't wear lipstick because it just comes right off and onto the reed, and then it makes us look like fruit punch mouth.
Exactly. Yes, I know 4 months I've been using it for, and I bought one colour and then addiction. I went back actually the next day and bought another one and another gloss because I wanted one in my bag and one by my bed. I just completely fell in love with it, and then I bought another colour the next week and then another colour the next week, and just like my clients are now, the same thing's happening. A girl bought a colour off me 2 days ago and she's already messaged me today saying I'm coming back tomorrow, I just need another colour, because once you realise that it actually, so I've had my lipstick on since before I took my son to football this morning. The game was at 8:20, so I put it on at about 8 o'clock in a big rush, and it still looks like it does now. I've reapplied the gloss, so that's our glossy gloss. I've reapplied the gloss probably 3 times before I eat and drink, and maybe after I eat and drink sometimes, just to keep the hydration levels up. But other than that, I haven't touched the colour since this morning. So
I think it'd probably be the equivalent of what I always go bang on about is the 24-hour eye extend base from MAC. That's the one that I put on, and it just lasts all day and nothing transfers. So I would think that's probably the equivalent. So once you start on it, then you just can't stop.
Yes.
You're like, oh my God, I'm just using it all the time. No, stop talking about it.
Yes. I know. And I can't stop talking about it. That's the problem.
Yeah. So we just thought, well, we're both makeup addicts, so might as well get together and have a go. I had a bit of a go with Shannon with the eye products.
Alison's done my eyes today.
So that's their eye products, and I actually was quite surprised.
They're called Shadow Sense, and they're really long wearing, non-budge, non-crease, non-smudge, all of that as well. So
because
they're a budge-proof eyeshadow. Yeah. And I'm not quite as au fait with them yet. Obviously, as I said, LipSense is our wow product, so this is something I'm just getting into at the moment, and Alison's showed me how to apply it, and I'm really happy with the result. So
I sort of looked at it and thought, oh, I'm applying eyeshadow with a lip gloss.
It's a cream to powder. Yeah.
But then I applied it with the brushes and it was fine. So it blends out really, really well actually. So I'm I've been pleasantly surprised. I'm actually pleasantly surprised by a lot of eyeshadows at the moment, and it just makes me buy more.
That's the problem.
It is the problem.
So should we put some on?
Let's have a go.
Okay, so we must start with clean, dry lips with LipSense because it molecularly bonds to your lips. It's not a stain. Molecularly bonds to your lips. So I had to practice saying that a few times before I did any demos. It molecularly bonds to your lips. It doesn't infiltrate your lips like a stain, so it sits on your lips. It bonds to your lips. So they must be clean and dry to start with, otherwise it won't bond and it won't last. Okay, so clean your lips with them. It can be a makeup wipe. It can even just be a warm face washer, whatever. It depends on what you've got on your lips. But if your lips are clean already, then a warm face wash is enough. But otherwise,
that's all good.
Yeah, and then just maybe give them a little bit of a dry down.
Yeah. Okay. Blot.
Yeah, make sure that, and you can dry down your waterline because this will actually stay even on your waterline. Cool. So you can dry that up. Now today Alison's trying Napa, which is a beautiful, you can see that there.
I tried it on my hand. I think it's this one here.
It's a bit hard. We've had a little bit of a play.
We did have a bit of a play with them because
it's a beautiful winter colour. It's one of our really top sellers for winter. It's absolutely lovely. You'll see it on Alison in a minute. We always give our products a really good shake. You can hear that ball shaking there.
That's like the nail polish ball.
Yep, you've really got to get that pigment shaken up. Otherwise, it just separates a little bit. So it's good to give it a good shake. Now, I'm not going to use our wand because these are my testers, so we're nice and hygienic. So I'm just going to pop that in there.
Upside down. There you go.
And we're going to use our applicator wand. So we need 3 layers of LipSense. The first one bonds to your lips. The second layer is the one that you see most of the day, and the third layer basically protects it and will actually slowly break down through the day. So that's why you need the 3 layers, and then you need to seal it with our gloss at the end. Okay, so we're going to start with layer number 1. We dip our wand in. The application's never as good with these as with your actual wand, but that's okay, we'll give it a go. Take some of the colour off. We don't want a full wand of colour, otherwise that can be a bit tricky.
Yep.
So I need you to, I need you to part your lips a minute. That's beautiful. So we're going to start. Alison actually needs to exfoliate her lips a little bit. Next time, we'll do it today, but next time a warm face wash, a nice little bit of exfoliation because you do have some dry lips, which this will actually help in the long term. But at the moment, you do have a little bit. You can use it to line, so you can start off with a nice line on your lips like this. Okay, part them a little bit more for me. Part them so that's it, and open your mouth a little bit further. There we go. And then we just move our wand in one direction. Unlike a lipstick, you do not go back and forth.
Tingles.
It tingles, that's right. So you will feel a slight tingle. That's the cosmetic grade alcohol that's in the product. It's very normal to feel that tingle.
Oh, is there alcohol in the product?
The product, well, that alcohol actually is the exfoliant. It also keeps the product from becoming bacteria, from growing bacteria. One of these tubes will last you this equivalent of 4 lipsticks. So this lasts about 6 months with everyday use. So you're getting a lot of product in there. So it also stops little kids drinking it. Makes it not taste very nice. But the main purpose is it does actually, it's what bonds to your lips and what exfoliates your lips. Okay, so now we're going to go over her little beautiful Cupid's bow here. A line to start with. We're just moving in one direction. And now we're going to fill that in. She can just kind of do this for me. Yeah, that's lovely. Just moving in one direction the whole time. Filling that in. And we can, when I do it on myself, I obviously go under her waterline as well, a little bit like that, just to make sure that that's all covered. Okay, so that's layer 1. Now you need to keep your lips, and it looks a bit silly, but if you keep them parted, that's right, it won't fall into the creases. Now you don't have creased lips anyway, but as we get older, our lips, and some people just naturally can get quite creasy lips, and if we keep them parted, it just will settle. And actually if you do that while I'm applying, it'll be a lot easier as well. So we need to give it about 5 to 10 seconds just to dry before we do our next layer. If it apply again wet, you just don't get the coverage and the last staying power out of it. So here we go again for our layer number 2. This colour's going to look gorgeous on you, I can tell already. So I'm just starting off lining those lips a little bit. That's it, then we come underneath. And all in the one direction. It doesn't matter how many times you go over it, you just need to go in the one direction. We never go back and forth like that because you just wipe the product on, wipe the product off. That's it, wipe on, wipe off. Alright, here we go again. Just in the one direction. Also needs a little bit of our balm. Her lips are quite dry. You will find that this product over time will really help that. Okay, that's layer number 2. Now Alison's just going to sit and look like a bit of a dill for a little minute while they dry.
There you go.
5 to 10 seconds. Once you get good at this, it doesn't take very long at all. Feels like a bit of a process to start with, but I've seen Alison just do her makeup and this is nothing. So. This isn't going to add all that much time to your morning routine, believe me. All right. Okay, here we go again for layer number 3, and our last layer. We have an oops remover, so if you do go out of the lines, there's no big deal. It's a little remover with a lovely wand on it that just very nicely cleans up any mistakes that you make, and it will also take the colour off at night. So that comes as part of our starter kit, where you receive your colour and your gloss and your oops remover. So we're just going to let that dry for another couple of seconds.
Right, gorgeous colour.
Gorgeous colour on you.
Right.
Stunning colour on you. Lovely. Like I said, one of our most popular winter colours. Now this is our glossy gloss. We always recommend you start with the glossy gloss because it's the most hydrating. We have lots of glosses. We have a matte gloss, we have glitter glosses, we have coloured glosses, we have opal glosses that give beautiful iridescent shimmers and all sorts of different effects you can make with the gloss. But just for the first go, for your first colour, we always sell the glossy gloss with the starter kit because you need that hydration while your lips are exfoliating. And then you can play around with all the glosses that you like. But just to start with, we'll go with our glossy. You can put this on as heavily or as sort of thinly as you like. If you like a really glossy effect, you can leave it. If you don't, you can blot it a little bit, or just blot it with a tissue or with your finger just to... So this seals our colour. The thing that Alison hasn't done is rub her lips together, which you do not want to do until you have sealed it. If you go like this, you'll feel it really tacky and sticky. Now you've applied the gloss, you're done. So you can rub your lips together, you can do whatever you like, your colour is not going anywhere.
Wow.
Yep. So now you can do the smudge test for your lovely fan base out there. So let's throw our, rub your lips on that. Nothing there.
What?
No,
hang on.
No colour.
Hang on. What?
Nothing. You can rub and scrub on there, Alison. Nothing is coming off. No colour. A flake or two from your dry lips perhaps, but that's about it.
Wow.
That's it. That's you for the day.
That's me for the day.
That's you for the day.
Seriously.
Yep.
So I'm not going to be sitting there with my...
No.
Seriously, when I'm at my desk at work, I have one of these, and usually I have something like that, and I usually also have something like that sitting there, and I would probably reapply 6 times a day, probably, and I might even be slightly short on that number.
No. So all you do is you put your gloss on. If you're feeling like you start to feel a little bit dry, you might reapply your gloss. I reapply probably 3-4 times a day. It's good to reapply before eating or drinking because it protects the colour, especially if you're going to eat or drink something oily. If you put your gloss on, that will protect the colour throughout the whole day. So it really is an all-day wearing lip colour.
This is very much like this lip tensity that I had from MAC. I did a vlog on it months and months ago. So it's quite similar in colour to that one.
It is.
Yeah. They're very pigmented.
Yeah, all of our colours are quite pigmented. We also have a product called Icicle, which is a layer without any colour in it. So you can still keep your 3 layers and have your long-lasting lip wear. But if you do want to dull down the colours a little bit, we've got lots of lovely nudes and lighter colours. But with something like that, you can also use Icicle if you just want one less layer of colour. So that's just another option.
So while I had my lips and I was looking like a real
dag, yeah,
I was thinking something else, but anyway, I think you were mentioning exfoliate.
That's right.
You said it's exfoliating my lips.
Yes. So when we use wax-based products, which most lip balms have in them, they sit.
It smells so good.
The wax sits right on top of your lips, and it stops them from breathing. Okay,
and that's why I'm getting my dry lip issue.
Correct. Do you feel like you need to keep applying it? If it was working, would you have to put it on 10 times a day?
No.
So what happens is the wax sits on tops of your lip, it stops them from breathing and exfoliating, and you just accumulate that dead dry skin. You don't, And you find when you first start using LipSense, some people have their lips in wonderful condition and don't find this at all. Other people, like
me.
You and perhaps me, I experienced it for a couple of days. They find that without using that wax anymore, some of that dead skin will actually slough off, and you're left with beautiful. Like my lips are in better condition than they ever were before.
That's what I've been
beforehand.
I've used scrubs, everything,
That's right.
and I cannot get it to just stop. There's like a point right here. You probably saw that.
That's
really
the worst.
I know, and then you end up picking at it and picking at it because I can't stand it.
Yes.
And
No, it will slowly just exfoliate your lips. You end up with a beautiful soft lip. I mean, as I said, the first week at night, you may want to, if you have a nice lip scrub or even just a warm face washer, just to get those little bits of exfoliated skin, off. And then after, I don't need to do any of that anymore. So yeah, my lips are just lovely. And we also recommend after you take your lip colour off with the Oops remover that comes part of the set, that you just put a bit of glossy gloss, the gloss that we were just using, full of all that nourishment. Just pop that back on your lips overnight. We also have a beautiful balm, if you prefer, that you can put on, wax-free, lead-free, petroleum-free, all of that sort of thing. And that can keep your lips in great condition. If you do use this, you're going to halt your process. You're going to put the wax back on and you're going to stop your lips from exfoliating, and it will all take longer.
I'm addicted to it.
Yeah, well, you might have to start getting addicted to this instead. Because it does the same thing, but it actually really hydrates. It permeates that colour you've got on now, and it actually puts, your lips drink it.
Okay.
You'll feel just so hydrated with our glossy gloss.
So I think you're saying these products are made in America. So how do we get them here?
So we have a warehouse in New South Wales. So everything comes from New South Wales. So shipment's really, really fast. I also have a complete money back guarantee, 100%. So if you don't like your colour, if you just want to swap your colour for something else, the company refunds the distributors, so we don't lose out. So you don't have to feel like, as my friend, that you're disadvantaging me in any way. You can swap your colour, and the company will refund that to all of our distributors. So they're obviously very confident in their product to have that guarantee, and it's for 12 months. So in 6 months' time, if you're not happy,
hey, you know what, this colour doesn't suit me because it's summer now.
You won't. The other thing you can do is layer your colours. So in summer, if you've got a nice lighter pink, you can actually put one layer of that at the bottom and 2 layers of a lighter colour and create a whole new shade. So if you have 3 colours, there's a multitude of shades that you can make just using those 3 colours. So you don't have to just stick to using one shade, and then you've also got the different glosses that you can use as well to mix it up. So yeah.
So let's talk about brass tacks. How much are these babies?
Yeah, so the starter kit's $74. That includes the colour, the gloss, and the remover. So to break that down, the colour's $34, the glosses are $26, and the remover is $14. The remover will last you forever. It's an oil-based, very thin, light remover. So that's very that will last forever. The gloss you go through maybe a little bit quicker to start with while you're hydrating in your condition. And the colours are $34 on their own. But once you bought your starter kit for $74, you only need to buy the colours at $34 each after that.
Yeah. So that's about the equivalent of that was actually $40, this one.
Yes.
So is this one actually, I think. But yeah, MAC is sort of around the $36 mark. So
and if you consider each tube of LipSense actually lasts 4 times longer than a regular lipstick.
So you really better like your colour.
Or learn to mix it with something else so you can like it for a different day. Yeah. So it does last longer than much longer than a normal tube of lipstick. It'll last around about 6 months with an everyday application. So yeah, and you only need to apply it once.
That's great. So, and yours is looking really fantastic.
Yeah, so after a whole day's wear, it's not doing too bad.
Yep, that's all good. Yeah. Well, there you go. That's LipSense. That's my first look at LipSense, probably not yours. So if you've got any questions, just leave them in the comments box. Don't forget to subscribe. And if I can't answer your question, I'll just ask Shannon.
Yeah, hit me up and I'll help you out.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.